You know, there's a friend of mine who was telling me about where his shop is. His neighbor, he had a neighbor who was a lady, like the next shop. So this lady, there was also a bar. It's a bar, then his shop and the lady's shop. Yep. So this lady met some guy in that bar during working hours, actually around 2 in the afternoon. So they hung out with this guy, and this guy took the lady to his house. Yeah? So the surprising thing was when they met with this guy next week, my friend. This guy told him this lady stayed at his digs, at his house, till Wednesday the next week.
Yikes.
As in, she was not leaving even to go open her business. So he's like, whoa, Wendy, you're not supposed to go and open your shop.
So it begs the question, how long should one stay at someone's house?
Yeah.
I think the other side of it is, like when I was growing up, it was so funny to get some of my mom's relations over at our house. First of all, I'd get very angry because they would often displace us. So they say, utachia auntie nani kitanda, and then maybe you'd go sleep on the floor. And then this auntie nani would visit perennially. It was an epic visit.
Then you know they'd show up like from the sky, like any day.
Yes. So I think, not the aunts we used to live with. No. Those ones were sweet. Like somebody from Geshagi.
Yeah.
So they come on a Monday.
Distant.
With a very tiny hen that cannot even fill somebody's stomach. And maybe, and a bunch of, just a stock of bananas. Maybe 6 bananas. And so they proceed to stay weeks on. So they chop at week 1, and it's uncomfortable. Then they want to start controlling the remote. So I think this conversation is in twofold. Not only in terms of a spousal relationship, but even family. Like, I think it's the onus is on the guest to know when to visit and how long to stay.
I also had this, he says he was our cousin. So he just show up in our house in Madaraka. So you know it's a 3-bedroom house. We have the ladies, my sisters in their room, and there were 2. We had us in our room when we were like 5 men, and my parents their own room. So the only place this guy could sleep was in the sitting room. And then his feet would stink. So he'd come remove his shoes and just. So we had to tell him, so he'd wash his legs, but the thing is he'd keep showing up. So in the end, one of my brothers to tell them, hey man, tuko wengi sana kwa nyumba. There's nowhere for you to.
He stayed too long until he was kicked out.
Yeah.
I think the thing I have also for chicks, which is they're not from sharks, but say even we are courting. I don't know, and I've often gotten into trouble for saying this, but you don't lose your individuality even in a romantic relationship. So say you've come to visit me on a Friday. We've say gone out, if you love to grab a drink, you've gone and grabbed a drink or had dinner. Then on Saturday we lazy around the whole day. Then on Sunday say we chill again. And then I leave for work on Monday, then I come back in the evening and you're there. Then we are not married. Then on Tuesday, then on Wednesday, then on Thursday, then on Friday, then you're giving me plans. Like remember one chick I dated would always say, so do we do treetop Nyeri this weekend? And I used to find it humorous. Like you've stayed a bit long. Maybe I have a personal problem of getting bored with people, but I feel that is a space you enjoy as a wife. But now you want to stay here for an endless, epic period of time. That also takes away from our relationship. I feel like distance creates fondness and familiarity creates contempt. So we'll start kosana. Maybe you'll chew funny, then I'll get angry. Check him. Lakini unachiwigi aje honestly.
Ama you start getting angry when they blink.
Yes.
Chiki, why are you blinking?
Yeah. So I think there's a respectable sort of amount of time. If I was a chick, maybe a chick dating me, I'd want, even not me, but I'd want the guy to miss me kidogo. Say if
and then also some of these visitors, okay, there are some genuine visitors who come through. And then they have good manners. They come with milk.
Yes.
They buy bread. There's some who just come and eat continuously for all these days.
Which is a terrible African habit. Most Africans are like that. When you go to somebody's house, umeenda kwa mtu, because they'll be kind enough to make you tea or maybe porridge. Just take even a few lemonades or lemon. Ama hata peleka mandizi. You know, But also the thing about lalying in someone's dicks really perplexes me. Unatoa shati yako kabisa na uoge ulale. As in, why are you sleeping? And also for so long. Okay, maybe
I hate sleeping in people's houses.
Yeah,
because I wake up at night, you know.
Like I like watching CNN on a particular volume. Check it now, Richard Pryor. I said, check it. Wow. But you see now I can't do that when you're in my space. So I'll be like, wow. So I have to finger my voice. Yes.
Like the guy hosting you will be like, what is this guy doing walking around?
Yes,
in
their house. And then you can even eat to your field and then you burp. And that burping can start riling me up. Check it. That's disgusting when I burp.
I think guys just have to be disciplined.
I think there's a required amount of time.
But then again, on the contrary, I don't know if we're becoming too westernized to the point that we don't appreciate visitors. Because remember, we are still Africans.
That African conversation is lost.
No, look, for real, man.
No,
we are becoming a very close society.
I feel very strongly that the reason we have 2 arms and 2 eyes and not 2 nostrils and certain number of set of teeth, you don't have 41 teeth like you have 32. Any normal person, except for if you have a weird growth. The reason for that is for balance. The reason for that is for balance. For instance, if I take 19 glasses of wine, I'll start puking on people's feet here because I've gone over my limit. So you need balance. You can have some wine and with water the way I'm having. And you can visit for a required amount of time. I think
there's a day, man.
If you live in America, even guys from the States come here and visit for a week or 2. Yeah. But you can't come here and visit for 6 months. Check it out, Florida is nice. We're just having fun. It's nice to be in Africa. In March. And you came here in November. I mean, surely.
There's a day I visited one of my relatives and he said, you guys are landing here like flies. So I felt quite hurt, man. Yeah.
Did you call?
No, I didn't call, man.
But that is also terrible behavior. Like, however close we are, I think we need a whole day. Don't show up at my digs.
Contradicting myself, but honestly, it felt quite sad.
Me, I don't mind your cousin or your relative. Look, if I live in my house, in my space, people assume that when you're in the house, you're supposed to be visited.
But
check it.
Let me tell you what. I think there's also a limit to this line of thought because how long? Like if I just showed up, I'm sane, man. I wasn't coming sleeping.
Hey,
I was just.
But this is not a toilet. You're showing. Hey, you cannot show up in my house.
I was showing up for
like
lunch,
you see where you live now. No, go eat lunch in a kibanda. That's why we have restaurants. What if I don't have lunch?
That is not Africa.
No.
Are you a white man?
No, you don't want to waste my time.
In fact, you're telling me a story about some white man who you knocked at his door, and then he went and finished his pizza.
I'll never forget his name, Chris Huggins. If he's watching, Chris, I love you, man. Chris Huggins was living downstairs in an apartment I was staying in last night. He was living with his mom. So I think Chris was Dutch. I can't remember his nationality. But when I knocked, I think I'd gone to ask about something on the swimming pool. So when I knocked, they were munching. His mom was sitting there, he was sitting here, munching sparks and maybe minced meat. I was like, hi Eric, how are you doing? And then he took his mom's plate and his plate to the kitchen and sat cross-legged to talk to me. Hey, so how's life and everything?
He hadn't finished.
No, see, he took it away because in his head he thought he didn't want me to watch him eat. And he didn't offer me food.
So you see, now this is the culture you're trying to...
No.
As you said,
I respect it.
There should be a balance. There should be a balance to both.
No, there are things that don't need a balance. E.g. showing up at my digs.
So you're just showing up at Chris Huggins?
No, he's my neighbor next door. I'm not at him from another neighborhood. We live next door. I just went to inquire about the swimming pool something. I live right there. Like I was not hungry or looking for accommodation. But if you live from a distant or you live farther from me and we are friends, the onus is on you to call me. Say, Niaje Rico, I'm well. Are you in the digs? Yes. I was thinking to pass by maybe at 2 o'clock. What are you up to at that time? Then I said, well, at the present moment, I was just, playing Xbox. You can swing by, I think 2 is fine. But I'm having lunch with my chick, then I sindikiza her, and then we can come and just, maybe play a round or 2. But you can't show up like a toilet. Even toilets, if people knock, just to alert someone that in case you're busy doing your business, I'm here ready to come after you. So the idea to show up and it's African is very backward in my opinion.
But also you've talked about chicks. The way chicks, some chicks would come to your house and really they really would start ordering takeout. Street Mzuri Monday madness. As in, they have all the takeouts on their fingertips.
Yeah, I think women have a monstrous appetite when a man is paying. I think sometimes it's
Some women.
Yeah, some women. Oh, sorry. Some women have a monstrous appetite. Like ordinarily, they would not eat like that, but because you're now chilling.
Yeah.
There's a pal of mine who told me his chick he was trying to get it to ordered breakfast
From the house.
Yeah, hello. I'm looking at your menu online, and I was just like, hey, so you're waking up into bills? Check it. That's 3,940.
Yeah,
I think chicks should wait to be invited to do that thing, such things, you know, because it's weird, and men show love through provision. So you start ordering and he doesn't have the money, you're putting him in a position of discomfort. You're crushing his ego. So now your spaghetti carbonara, which you're craving in the morning, has arrived. But now me, I only have 9 sock.
You're running me out.
Yeah, so you're running me out. I think it's funny. But the bottom line is, you need to not overstay your welcome.
You need to
pace and then ask questions. Say, you know, I was looking to visit for 3 days.
Yeah.
Not even read the mood.
No, you can read the mood.
No, but you see, some people have Surah Lemon, and that's their Surah normally. So instead of relying on assumptions that, hey, he looked a bit unwelcoming, you can ask. I can call you and say, hey, I'm looking to come, just, you know, chill for 2-3 days. I don't know how your calendar looks. I was looking at Friday 21st to leave on the 23rd. I just need to clear my head. My chick and I are fighting. Then you can say, I think Friday is perfect. Matter of fact, my chick is here, so we can hook up. It's been a while since I did it. So that somebody prepares. If they're not ready, they'll tell you, Maze, it's a bad timing because I'm traveling to Nyali. But now you've come, this guy's wife or chick has to go to work, then you're left there watching cartoon and you're 37. I think it's a bit...
Watching DSTV.
DSTV. Check it, calling them. Check it. Hello? I don't know. This eye is for information of what's showing. And the color is blinking. Is that a natural problem? You don't want to do that.
I'm asking the password of the wife.
Yeah. Check it. What's your password? Check it. Our password for when we are away working to pay for it at the end of the month. So you see, so you're putting yourself in a precarious position. I don't think you should be able to do that. So learn your limits. Visit. A short is sweet.
Yeah, sure.
But you can't just live in my digs perennially, be it that I'm your brother or your sister, because people have a program and a regimen that they follow. Some other people twerk for 26 minutes before they chomoke, and that's their regimen. Cut. So if you're their digs, they won't twerk.
That is funny.
So they twerk, then they take coffee, then they leave. Now you are there.
That is them.
That's their
That is how they are.
Yes, that's how they are. So now because you're there, she's not going to twerk, and then she won't have coffee because she has to make you bread because you have a monstrous appetite.
And then there are some guys who don't have breakfast.
Yes. Yeah. And then now you're putting a budget.
Yeah,
na hii nyumba. Unajua napenda chai sana. Yeah. Cheki watu wakulagi hapa kwenu. So I think people should just chill kidogo and then you go. You guys, it's true, man. There are people who work early.
You guys, that is the dumbest story I've ever heard.
Take it, talk.